top 12 dancers. Let's go. Okay, big show tonight. There was 2 dances this week, and the judges were Nigel, Mary, and Tyce Diorio. Thank God he's on the panel, so he can't choreograph anything this week. First up was Melissa and Ade, and they danced Disco by Doriana Sanchez. And okay, it was just, to me, it was okay. Compared to the disco dance earlier in the season, nowhere near as close, not as good at all. And I thought it was a little bit overpraised by the judges. I don't think it's memorable whatsoever. And the couple, to me, I kind of want to break them apart because I don't think Melissa, I don't like Melissa. I feel she's been given so many floaty dances and she hasn't been really put outside of her comfort zone. And I would like to see her do something like a hip hop or a crump or, I don't know, something different, not whatever. Let me get to it after. Kayla and Kupono danced a contemporary routine by Mia Michaels, and it was about an addiction, and I thought they were so in character, especially Kupono. She had no makeup on, and the storyline was very believable. They were very good. They were acted in it very well. I thought it was probably one of my favorites of the night, and I enjoyed it very, very much. And I hope they're not on the bottom, because if they are, I don't know what else they could do, because it was really very, very good. Caitlin and Jason danced a Foxtrot next by Tony Meredith and Melanie. Melanie's finally back, and I thought it was very elegant and very smooth. I actually, for a Foxtrot, I thought it was pretty good. Again, a Foxtrot out of so many dances isn't going to pop out at you, but for the most part, I think they danced it pretty well. Do I think they might be in trouble this week? Maybe. We'll see if they even make it into the top 10, but I liked the Foxtrot. It was okay. Not my least favorite. Phillip and Jeanine danced next, and they danced a Russian folk dance. And I thought they did okay. I thought it was kind of weird. She did really good with that little handkerchief. I thought Phillip was kind of clunky when he was doing some of the, I don't know, he's just kind of clunky and heavy. The routine itself, I mean, it wasn't really good choreography, but it was okay. Randi and Evan were up next, and they danced a hip-hop number, Finally, by Napoleon and Tabitha, and the song was to Halo. And I was waiting for them to do this song because I thought it would be good, So You Think You Can Dance number, and it was. I thought it was really good. The storyline was good. So many intricate movements in this number. I thought it was pretty good, and I don't think he was flat at all. I thought they worked together, and I enjoyed this one. And I thought with a little bit more practice, this one will be really good. And I hope if they are in the top 10 that it's on tour, because I would like to see it again because I enjoyed it that much. Brandon and Janette were up next, and they danced an Argentine tango, choreographed by Miriam Larici and her partner. And I thought this dance was so good. I'm so happy the judges acknowledged it. They were so good, and it just blew me away. Like, they were so in character, and I mean, neither of them have done this at all close to it. And the way they danced it was like they were professionals. Like, the way they danced it were the way the choreographers danced it. And it was so good. My favorite of the night, by far. And, like, whoa. Well done. Melissa and Ade were up next, and they danced a waltz choreographed by Ron Maltese. And, I'm just annoyed of the fact that she's been given floaty things, whatever. It was dance good. But, and he's like a black stallion, like he's really strong, and they're a good partner, they're a good partnership, but I don't think this dance was really memorable again, and I do think that they could possibly be in the bottom 3. I don't want either of them gone. I just kind of think it's time for them to be in the bottom. At least with these 2 routines that they had this week, it was nowhere near as good as some of the other routines this week. Kayla and Kupono danced next, and it was to a Joey Dowling choreograph, and I thought it was alright. It was just kind of boring, to be honest. Way nowhere near as good as their first one. But yeah, it was just kind of boring. I'm not a huge fan of musicals, and that's what it reminded me of. And I think that's what they were supposed to do, and they danced it well, but it was kind of, like I said, boring. And not impressed. Caitlin and Jason were up next with a Mandy Moore jazz routine, and I actually liked this one. I don't know why the judges were being really kind of harsh on them. It was the first time they finally got to be in their own genre, and I thought it was kind of like an Afro jazz, this one. A lot of African movements in this routine, and I kind of liked it. I thought it was different. Maybe not the most memorable, but I enjoyed it. I actually really liked the routine, and I hope they're not in the bottom, because the Foxtrot and this jazz might be forgotten. But I hope not, because, like I said, I liked it. Phillip and Jeanine were next with The Jive by Tony Meredith and Melanie again, and she looked so hot. She was really, really good looking in this piece, and she did well for the most part. I didn't like Phillip in this one, but I'm not a Phillip fan anyway, so whatever. It was what am I trying to say? I didn't like it. Whatever. Next, Randi and Evan were up next with a Samba by Anya and Pasha. So happy that they came back to choreograph something. And they danced a Samba, and you know, all I could think about was how much better this routine would have been had Anya and Pasha danced it. That's all I was really thinking, because they were nowhere near as good as them, and they were really hard on Evan again, and I thought Randi didn't do good at all in this routine either. So I didn't think he was bad, I thought she was bad, and altogether the routine wasn't very good. But yeah, I don't know. The hip-hop was good though. Lastly, Brandon and Janette closed the show with a Wade Robson jazz routine, and it was really fun, this routine. Like, you could tell they were having fun, and it was not my favorite Wade Robson routine, but it was, well, again, anything Wade Robson I love, and it was very, very good. I love them together, and I'm so upset that they're going to be broken up next week, because they're going to be here next week, because they're that good, and you people better vote for them, because they are amazing, so good, and I love them. They completely stole the show this week. Both their dances were so good. The only other two that I think were really good were the addiction dance with Kayla and Kupono and the hip hop with Evan and Randi, but these two, Brandon and Janette, I love. So bottom three this week is kind of hard, because they're all really good. But if I had to choose, I would probably put Melissa and Ade, and I would put, I think Caitlin and Jason are going to fall into the bottom, and Jeanine and Phillip I would probably put too, but again, I'm kind of biased. The way I think it's going to turn out is that Caitlin and Jason are both going to be leaving us this week, and we'll see how next week goes. I wonder how the partnerships are going to work out and what is going to happen, because it's always good to see them with different partners and different dances and stuff like that. So watch my videos, subscribe.